Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Philomena. If you're new here, karibu sana. This is being Ilomik, where we live, we love, and we grow in grace, and we continue with my mama taught me um series, and today's the lesson, so let's go. So as I grow up and as I have been growing, one of the major fights that me and my mom have is about that dress is too short, that skirt is a little above the knees than we need it to be, or that top, that neckline is below where we want it to be, or your hands are way outside. Well, yeah, then we need them to be, or please sit up or keep your legs down, something like that. Well, yeah. Anyway, it is a little more about how I present my body. That is what she says, and she says you need you need to respect yourself, and you need to present yourself in a way that is respectable. um so, and I always wondered, why is this such a big deal? If someone doesn't want to see, this part of my leg, that I because I want it, I don't mind having it out there. So if they don't want to see it, why don't they just, not look at it, or walk in the other direction and never have to look at me at all? But as I have grown up and started to understand things and just be around people and situations, I have come to know that I am a ball of energy. Um, and this body is what contains that energy, and whatever energy is going on inside of me, this body is what presents that energy to the world. And I have come to know that people will not, A, look away, two, they will not walk the other direction. They will see it, and they will either be quiet about it, or they will react to it. And I am not in control of that, but what I can control is the energy that I present it to them, is the energy that I present to the world, is how I present myself to the world. And there are things that are defined as respectful, and there are things that are not defined or as respectful. And we may have a difference, me and the world, how, I think this is respectful enough, someone else may not think that. But I have no control over what, they how they perceive me. I may not have control over what they define as respectful, but I have control over what it is that I present to them and how I represent myself to them. So if I represent myself with honor, people will, you know, take me with honor. If I present myself with respect, they will take me respectfully. If I present myself with love, then they're going to also just love me. If I take care of myself and present myself with care, then they're also going to take me with a lot of care. And it's funny, every time that I'm dressing up, and you know, I have I have this feeling every time that I'm dressing up, that clothes and everything that we put on ourselves, they bring out a certain what is it called, personality of ourselves out there, and sometimes it's very different. And so sometimes when I'm, for example, let's say in my mind I'm thinking, today I just want to feel sexy and I want to really really be sexy, and if I dress up and do my makeup and walk out there, and I will get a little out there, or I will get, compliments that are lying a little more on the sexy side, and I'm like, well, something here, it's my hair. um well, were these people in my mind when I was dressing up, or are they in my mind because I'm thinking it even as I walk, even as I'm done dressing up. I'm thinking that, today I want to feel sexy, today I'm feeling sexy because, I have dressed that way. And so my I'm thinking, people, every time they give me such kinds of a compliment, are people hearing my thoughts? Are they in my mind? And the truth is, they really are not. But because I am thinking it, my whole energy is just directed towards that, and it I present myself as sexy. And because I am thinking it, and I am dressed like it, and I am walking like it, and I am talking like it, everything is just directed towards them, and so they get the same energy from me. So they are not listening to me, they're not listening to my thoughts, they're just watching everything that I do, everything that I'm saying, and every how that I am looking. And therefore now I understand more when my mom told me, respect yourself, or dress yourself up um, respectfully, honoring yourself, looking smart, looking pretty, presenting everything that is here, because as you think it, you are, dressed like it, and therefore people are reading it. So people don't really, they may have their own definition of what you are, but most of it is from the energy that you are. And therefore, if you want them to respect you, to honor you, to take care of you, to love you, to protect you, then you need to do that for yourself. You need to love yourself first. You need to respect yourself first. You need to honor yourself first. You need to protect yourself first. Because as they see you, then they will do the same for you. And everyone who, unless they're just trying to be really unkind or disrespectful, they will take you as you are, and as you are is as you present yourself to them. As you are is as you present yourself to the world. So if you want to present what is here, like you're a wise woman, you have brains, then you have to look like you have brains. I mean, you can't be a brainy person and you're dressed up like a cartoon. People are just going to um the first impression that they have of you is that you are a cartoon, and therefore for the first 5 minutes they're going to just think that you're a cartoon, and by the time you move them from what they see to what you're thinking, it is going to take a while. So why take a while when you can just be what you are here with how you just present yourself? Like, do you guys get me? That is a very wise lesson from my mom. And right now, um, I think we are getting better, or at least I am getting better at, you know, understanding where she comes from when she tells me, are you sure about that length, or are you sure about that neckline, or are you sure about, that part of you being out there? Are you sure about wanting that to be out there? Because if you don't want people to um, you don't want to draw attention to people to that part, then you need to keep that out of them. Yeah, so that is a beautiful lesson that I learned from my mom, that woman, honor your body, because you're a ball of energy, and your body is what contains that energy. But above all, it is your body is what presents the kind of energy you want, you desire, and that you have inside to the world. And when the world sees the kind of energy you're presenting it to them, then they are either drawn to you, or they're just, drawn away from you. They are drawn, to want to do that for you, to love you, to care for you, to respect you. Or they're just drawn away not to do that, either because they can't do that for you, or they don't want to be in a position where they're doing that for you. So thank you so much for being here today, and for this third lesson um, in my Mama Taught Me series. um, don't forget to like and share this video if you really loved it, and subscribe. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so that you may get turn on notifications so that you may get notified every time that I post my videos every Mondays at 8 p.m. and see you next week. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye.